Hey, great Monday morning. It is a beautiful, rainy, wet morning in the city of Brownsville, and it is iffy. Papa says, and now the weather. Papa says that we're supposed to expect a cold front coming in, and I'm not real sure if we're getting a cold front, but I do know that the roads are wet, and that's not a good combination for the roads to be wet. So, guys, be careful out there. One of the things that I think that we could all attest to is that you know we got horrible drivers in the city of Brownsville. People don't know how to damn drive. It's crazy. And nomás se moja un poquito la calle, and it's like it gets like 1,000 times worse. So, guys, be careful. And again, you might be driving okay, you might be driving well, pero there might be a lot of other people out there that just don't do a good job. So you have to be extra cautious. You got to be careful because of your surroundings and your driving, but you also have to be careful with the other people out there. And for some reason, I don't know what it is, but for some reason, it seems like everyone seems to think that if they drive slower, it's going to keep them safer. That is not the case. And this light here is really tripping me out. It's been like that all weekend. For some reason, the light goes in, out, stays out for a while, and then now it's not going to do it. It goes in. It goes. Zzz, zzz. It's like one of those zappers, and it really is like that annoying. I asked a friend to come and check it out. Good morning, good morning, good. So, guys, be careful on the road. I was fortunate this morning while I was driving up to work that it was drizzling. Uh, I got to work. It was still a little bit drizzling, a little bit more. And now that I'm at work, I went to lock the door because I had to go have an emergency restroom break. So me arranqué and locked the door, went back out, and it's the road's wet. So probably going to be rainy the rest of the day. I have one little trip to Matamoros that I have to do today, but hopefully the weather will play nice. Hopefully, it's no guarantee. Este an interesting weekend. I think I'm not sure if Sam is going to be coming on or not. I think Roman stated that he might be on Noel. But I'll say this: it was an interesting weekend because I really spent all day Saturday working. Literally spent all day Saturday working. That is one of the reasons why we didn't have a show Saturday morning. Let me get to the comments before I lose my mind. Buenos días, hermosa Lupita, buenos días, good morning, Erasmo. You get to that point where you think that and everybody knows your name, and you find out that there's some folks here that do not know who you are. Not a bad thing. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Frito por la tarde. Eso es lo que se está esperando, que va a entrar un frente frío. Estaría bien, o sea, el frío no hay problema. El problema no es tanto el frío, el problema es el chipi chipi. Eso es lo que molesta, el chipi chipi. Y es lo que hace el día, pues, abrumante. That might not be the best word. Yeah, a cold front is coming. Well, I've got winter clothes. I'm not too concerned. Right, it really pissed me off. Yeah, a cold front is coming. Good morning, good morning. I'm not concerned about the cold front. El frito está bien. Es el chippy chippy. Slower is safer. Less hydroplaning. I don't know about that. I have halfway decent tires. At least two of my tires are good. Está subiendo la gasolina y los sueldos o sea, los sueldos no están subiendo, pero la gasolina está en incremento. Creo que una de las cosas de las cuales se nos ha avisado es de que corremos el riesgo aquí localmente de que la gasolina suba a 4.50 a 450. Y déjeme decirles, no recuerdo la última vez que haya estado tan alta como va a estar en estos días. De ahí, la semana pasada estaba en 329, de 350. Algunos me han mandado fotos donde está ya 379. Está horrible, está horrible. Y pues una de las cosas de las cuales quiero hacer es, tengo mi scooter, la moto chiquita, es una bicicleta con un motor. Esa es la que voy a empezar a usar todos los días. El día de hoy opté por no usar el scooter porque tengo una cita de la cual voy a hablar un poquito más en un momento. Y aparte tengo que hacer unas vueltas, tengo que ir al HEB. Y aunque para ir al HEB como quiera me voy en la scooter, eso no es problema. El problema es de que tengo una salida rápida. Voy a tener una junta. Voy a comer juntos con uno de nuestros comisionados de la ciudad. Vamos a tener una charla, una plática, y luego tengo que regresar porque tengo una boda a las 2:30 y tengo una cita antes. Tenía una cita a las 10:30 en Matamoros, no voy a poder ir. La pospuse para otro día. Se me amontonó el día en cuanto a citas y trabajo. Es por eso que la cual no voy a estar usando el scooter el día de hoy, pero el día de mañana en adelante, mientras el tiempo lo permita, voy a estar viniéndome en el scooter, porque la gasolina para llenar el tanquecito me sale, ahorita me sale en $5. Antes me salía en $3, $5, y me dura 3, 4 días. So, excelente. Voy a usar el scooter. No me importa. Good morning, Mohammed. Good morning, Ansar. Mohammed Ansar. I love that name. Bueno, ya están los papitas bien doraditas con huevo y salsita, just you like them. Pues pero no me traes, Connie. Eso no me ayuda que me digas que ya tienes las papitas bien doraditas. Y déjame decirte, no hay mejor manera de comer papas con huevo que la papita esté bien doradita para que tengas esa textura cuando estés comiéndote ese taquito. Roman, do you like your papas con huevo, the papas on the softer side or on the crunchier side?
A little bit crunchy.
Yeah.
Mm.
No hay mejor manera. Tiene
No.
que ser crujiente porque le da ese extra textura. Detesto, no me gusta papas con huevo, no me gusta las papas con huevo cuando la papa está toda aguadita. Es like, no sé si estoy masticando el huevo o la papa, el huevo o la papa, el huevo o la papa.
I think people do that because they can't afford to get more egg, and they make it really soft.
Is egg that expensive?
I guess for some people, I think that's why, because it like makes no sense. Like sometimes they put like very little egg, and it's like the piece of the chunkiness of the papa is like this big. It's like why?
Well, my
It's
word on the
disgusting.
papa is that I don't like it mushy. I want it
Yeah, I
crispy.
hate it. I don't like it mushy. Yeah, yeah, do I?
And then you don't know the difference between the egg and the papa.
Yeah, I know. That's why. Like that's why I'm saying it has to be soft, probably for that reason, because they can't afford egg. Like at that point, just put pinche egg. That's it. Sorry, I'm like my
Well,
bad words.
I don't know. Honestly, one of the things about, and again, I'm not that I don't do any grocery shopping. It's just, I don't shop for eggs because I don't cook.
Either way.
I should start. It makes no sense. Part of the problem with me cooking is that estoy tan impuesto. I'm so used to cooking like sartensazo, because I prepare a ton. And now
Mm.
it's harder to modify it. So whereas I only cook about that much. So I just opt not to.
Yeah, but everything is expensive right now.
Oh, yeah.
Everything. You saw that picture I posted?
Huh.
That yeah, you shared it. That picture I posted of all the
You don't
obnoxious gas prices.
you don't believe me when I say that I do not actually read or see a lot of the things that I post.
How do you like? You literally share it. How do you not see it? You're like, oh, I just saw something. I'm going to share it. Really?
I trust your judgment. So I say,
Oh.
Rowan posted it, let me share.
No, because that's not true. Because you post, yeah, I post a lot more than that. It's okay. It was just a picture of your friend. I think I don't know because it was on my news feed, and
Ex-
it looked like it was Jessica, but I don't know if it was Jessica because there was a face mask. But they had like a Biden Harris sticker in the front and the flag, and then you can see the HEB Southmost gas price. It's like $1.63. I think that's what it was,
oh,
and I
yeah.
think this was election night,
And
and
now,
I'm just like, ironic much.
but I didn't see it much. I didn't see it. I didn't really see, but I did saw a picture that you posted, and now I know what you're talking about. And I
Yeah.
did, but
I
I
think it is Jessica. Is it Jessica? Because I don't know.
have no idea.
It looks like her.
I I could tell if I could see the teeth.
Well, face mask.
43 degrees here in Austin. Yeah, we're expected to get that as the down here. Uh, Something like that. But
It's in
43,
the 50s nomás.
43 degrees is not bad. You know, not bad at all. I know
What
for a
if
lot
it's raining?
in Brownsville, it's like Sacala San Marcos. It's not that bad. I could go out with my just my coat and my shirt and tie with 43 degrees. I'm good. Years, years. Good morning, Erasmo. Good morning.
What's up with the I? Like, I understand. How does somebody sing Erasmo is with an I?
I
Like,
Erasmo.
okay, I have to ask: was it a Hispanic person? Was it a Chinese person? Did it? What? Who did the spelling?
It was a young man at Chick-fil-A there at the mall, and I mean, it's I still, and I don't want to sound like arrogant or like creído. I still
Mm.
freaks me out that there's people in Brownsville that don't know that my name is Erasmo, but there are some people that don't. So the guy goes, "Your name?" I said, "Oh, Erasmo." He goes, "Okay." They'll call out your order, and I was standing there, and all of a sudden, I see the name, and we're like, trip. And I was gonna take a picture there at the mall, but I thought people were gonna go like, this guy's taking pictures," which I wouldn't have cared. But I just didn't want to make more people uncomfortable.
I
It's
just don't understand how he doesn't know how to spell the name. I mean, he may not know who the hell you are because there's a lot of people in Brownsville who don't know who you are, whether
that's
you
true.
like it. But how do you not know how to spell Erasmo with an?
And now for the weather. Won't be cold, but it'll bring rain. Yeah, the rain's the sucky part. But make sure you can now order your next round of free rapid COVID tests. Look, I didn't even get the first round. Did you get your COVID test, Roman?
I don't know. I didn't know if I got it from China. Are they all made from China?
Probably. I didn't even get my first round.
Pobrecito.
Well, yeah.
But didn't you try? Was it you or somebody else who was posting they couldn't figure out how to get the testing done properly? Like it wouldn't fill up. You didn't put enough in it, so it was only halfway through. Was that you?
Friend of mine did
Okay.
that. um,
COVID.
COVID. No, let me say, I didn't get the first round, but you know what I did get, Roman?
COVID.
Well, besides COVID, I have not never. I will never get COVID. What I did? Oh, look, I have a picture of my attorney and his kids. It's on my
Your
desk.
attorney.
No, my
That-
desk.
I was like, what? You got rid of Angela? That's horrible.
No, Angela's still my attorney.
Angela, yeah.
She started yelling at me the other day.
Sh- Why? It
Well,
doesn't surprise me, by the way, but why?
she,
Huh? You
she's my
froze.
attorney.
You froze.
Like, huh?
You froze.
Really?
Yeah, you froze.
Because she's my attorney. She does that. She yells at me sometimes. She's probably the only one that can. And Julia, of course. But I
Julio.
think their counsel. I don't like a lot of stuff that they tell me sometimes, and I told them that don't necessarily like a lot of the stuff that y'all tell me in regards to redirection, but I do listen.
Okay. I guess
Right.
it's attorney-client privilege. You can't tell us exactly why they were yelling at you.
That's what let me say this, Roman. Is uh, the I didn't get my first round of COVID tests, and so I'm not going to order the next round because I didn't get the first round, so I don't think I'm going to get the next one. But let me say what I did get, Roman. You remember? I don't know. I think it was Sam that mentioned it. Those free condoms and stuff from Valley AIDS Council. It was Sam. Sam actually said, "Hey man, they're giving out free condoms and lubricant and everything." We're like, "Well, sure, I'll order some." I don't know why. I'm never going to use them, but I did order them, and let me tell you, it was like two little condoms and like a little thing of like,
Little condoms?
well, I mean, I
Oh,
guess.
why would you? I mean,
Oh
don't
yeah,
don't you have to like tell them your size or something?
trust me, I don't need big ones. Yeah. But besides that, as it came with like this little a lube thing, but they were like this size,
Generic
like
lube.
like the size of my glass cleaners, and I'm going like, what the hell? I mean, is that
It's
supposed to last
free. It's
well?
free. Yeah, it's supposed to last you the whole time, every time.
I
But
mean,
why would they have to send you lube? Like what? Why? Like
maybe they want me to be more active than I am.
I
Uh,
don't understand how does that make it? How does that make it safe?
it makes it fun, I guess.
But it doesn't. How does lube make it safe? Like does it clog it up or something? Like oh, you don't get any viruses or something or.
Maybe it's got disinfectant in it or something. I don't know. I
Disinfect. What is that? Has Clorox in there, like the former president.
change, Roman. I'm not a freak.
I don't know. I mean, maybe we should have had Sam here so he could give since he's the expert since he got it for free as well.
Sam's the expert, definitely. Pues eso hay que tener el tanque lleno, así sale menos cuando echas gas. Yeah, but let me say, still it sucks that you put gas at you fill it up at 3:30, and then next time you have to fill it up, it's at 4:30. Kind of sucks, and that's where we're going. Roman. I predict. I'm doing my Nostradamus thing. I predict that we're probably going to go up to like 450.
Yeah, pretty easily.
It's
And some
horrible.
places are already over $4. Not here, I don't think, but getting close.
379, I think is what it is right now. That's the picture
Really?
that I got. 379 is horrible,
Hmm.
and it goes back into our local economy. I know a lot of places like in Florida, it's up to four something. Someone sent me. California is up to $5, and again, we don't want to be a Florida or a California, and nothing against DeSantis, but I just don't want to be a Florida. I enjoy my Texas. Part of the problem is that we're not producing our own, and we can go out there and produce our damn own.
But not with this president. He's all into the green stuff. But let's be real. The oil companies that we have here in the United States are pushing for these green initiatives so they can get subsidies so that they can do more stuff for free, I guess. And that's what they care about, which I think is insane that they just all do green, green, just placate the climate crazies. No.
It's a mess, man. But let me say that for our economy down here, it really, really does suck because as much as people may joke around about food stamps and welfare and all this other stuff, there's a lot of folks that do not qualify for that kind of stuff. That do not qualify for any type of social service benefits at all. So what's going to happen to these individuals that are out there? I mean, and look, the honest truth here in Brownsville, we've got a lot of people here that do not have social security numbers. They do not have legal documentation to be here. I would dare say that a good 25% of the population here in the city of Brownsville, which is unaccounted for, are individuals that fall in that category. Can you imagine 25, 30% of our folk here as to not being able to afford gasoline because they're barely making it? And God forbid any of them get COVID or get sick or need medical attention. I mean, and this is what clogs up our hospitals, Roman, because
Mhm.
what happens is a lot of these individuals, they have no other resource or recourse, and they'll have to go to the hospital for stuff that they probably could have taken care of with a primary doctor, which most folks here cannot afford. And these individuals can't go into Matamoros because they can't come back.
Mm. What's fascinating is we've had increased in gas prices before. I guess maybe during the Bush administration we had high gas prices, but we didn't have the amount of inflation already baked into the cake, so we could maybe afford that gas increase. Now our money doesn't go as far as it used to. We've had the highest inflation we've had in over 40 years. This is Carter 2.0. We gonna have high gas prices, high inflation. That means prices are gonna go up even more for your goods and services. It's going to be obnoxious. It's going to be crazy. And I know some people are like, well, you can't blame Biden. It's not his fault. Yeah, it is his fault
It is
because he's constantly spending more and more. He's the one who kept us closed. He's the one that made, some of these mask mandates were insanely horrible and making it worse. It's only now that we're finally getting back to normal. We could have done that, a lot sooner than we have. And so, yeah, I'll totally blame Biden. because it's his leadership that's causing this. He could have easily, opened the Keystone Pipeline. He could have had, pumping our own oil. We wouldn't have been dependent on Russia as we are right now. I mean, what is it, 800,000 barrels of oil or something that we get from Russia? Now we're going to close all that up and expect our prices not to go up? That's his policies, his fault. It's not anybody else's fault but Biden's. So those of you who are going to protect him, it is totally his.
Without a doubt. And I think even individuals that were on the Biden bandwagon, are slowly started to jump ship. They realize that it's a mess. The country's a mess. It wasn't like this 4 years ago. I don't care what anyone says. It wasn't like this 3 years ago, 2 years ago, under the previous administration. And I, I anxiously awaiting the midterms. Anxiously awaiting them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and let's be real. That's the only reason we're getting rid of the mask, because of the polling and the midterms coming up. It's not for any other reason. It's not because of the science. It's because of It's because not it's political science. Really, it's not science.
Well, it's trippy because even New York, with New York is probably the liberalist of the liberals. Not counting California. I mean, it's pretty first and second place there. But
Mm,
California, they're doing away with a mask mandate in schools, except for 5-year-olds. And going like, it's kind of stupid, but again, more power to them. At least they're moving forward a little bit.
I
They're moving,
guess I don't think so. Again, it's all political. It's
it's all
it's not for any other reason than let's look at the data. Let's look at all this. It was never been about that. It's been about and I'm not one of these crazies that don't talk about control from the very beginning. No, it took me a little while to see it myself, but yeah, it's totally about control. It's totally about we're gonna make sure that you listen to us. And now people are scared to take off their mask. And somebody who suffers from anxiety like myself, it can be very difficult. But now everybody seems to be suffering from the same anxiety that they want to take out their masks and go out back to normal.
right.
Thankfully, today, finally, people, students in our school district in Brownsville have the choice of whether or not they want to wear a mask or not. And it should have always been their choice, nobody else's. It shouldn't have been the government. It shouldn't have been, the superintendent or anybody else's choice whether to wear a mask or not. Sorry.
100%. I completely agree. And that is one of the reasons why I hated the masks. Always hated the masks, even when we were supposed to use them. I would not. I preferred to continue to seclude myself in my huge office by myself, so I wouldn't have to wear a mask. But I hated that I couldn't go to Walmart, couldn't go to HEB, couldn't go anywhere without the stupid mask. And then what did it for me was, it didn't make any sense. You have to walk into a restaurant with a damn mask, and you sit down, you take it off. And we're like, that's just so stupid, you
Yeah.
know? Because if I'm walking into a restaurant, I'm not out there, opening my mouth and spurting out all these microbes all over the place. But once I'm sitting down and I'm out there jabbering with anyone I'm sitting with and
Mm.
eating, then I'm spurting it all over the place. Just a
Yeah.
choice, man. Yeah,
Of
I'm
course.
done. I hate it. And I
But
hate
I don't understand why it was, if they made the decision, why they had to wait till Monday. That I never got. Like, if you make a decision, we're not going to force you to wear a mask. Why wait the week? Why not just do it right then and there? It's not like it made a big deal. Not like, oh, now we have to prepare you mentally in order not to wear the mask or what? Because remember, the mask doesn't really protect anybody else, but maybe you, maybe. Um, I don't know.
uh
Sorry.
go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I mean my child, has a health issue, and so she's gonna decide whether she wants to wear a mask or anything. I mean, it should be her decision, no one else's.
Oh yeah, and I think a lot of parents' decision as well. A lot of parents might decide, hey, I just want to be extra cautious. More power to them. Good morning. Aquí también ya está el desayuno, unos chilaquiles en salsa fresca.
Ooh.
Cantan los chilaquiles con salsa de tomatillo,
Mm.
eh, con un huevo frito arriba. Qué ricura.
I'm curious. This is going to be maybe off the wall, but did you see what happened in Querétaro with the Querétaro Atlas game and the fight that happened and the dead people? Have you seen some of the video that's happened? It's disgusting.
I've
And I
actually
know you and I both soccer fans. We're both Rayados fans, so it's like to watch that was painful.
I actually opted not to watch it. I know that some people were sharing it. I opted not to watch it because as crazy, and now, let me say this: as crazy as a lot of people may think this, uh, I don't necessarily like to see the negative, the gory, the bad of humanity. I literally want to see the good. I kind of tear up when you see those nice little memes and videos of a little boy helping a viejito cross the street. That's the kind of stuff I live for. Might be boring to Roman, but it isn't. I
Right.
That's the kind of stuff that I live for. I don't necessarily like to see, and I mentioned this, Roman, because a lot of people seem to think, oh, that's what just likes being negative, negative. I don't. I want to, do the Craigie Grove thing, where I'm looking here and I'm looking there and everything looks amazing. I want to do that, and maybe that's part of the reason why, he doesn't see things straight because, you know, everything is peachy keen. Everything is wonderful. And I don't get it. And I don't get why all these people out there, I mean, they're delusional. They're delusional because they seem to think that everything's fine, everything's great, everything's wonderful. I mean, it isn't. And, and if you don't call out the negative, then you're bound to repeat that side of it. But I would prefer a million times over for there not to be none of this stuff. Part of the articles that I saw in the Mexican press were, and a lot of folks were posting this, where all these people are out there all concerned about Russia invading Ukraine and everything, and then they're doing this stupidity here at a soccer game. It's ironic.
Mhm. No, it was disgusting. I mean, having beating people up dead on the side of the stadium, bloodied up. I mean, taking. I don't understand why they were taking off their clothes. That I don't understand.
Well, I kind of like
Uh, huh?
I kind of like that part.
Well, then and blood all over their body as they're naked, laying there. I mean, it's like why some of
That
them you could tell they're either knocked the crap out or they're already dead and they're still beating them up. And all you hear is "déjalo, déjalo." Like, oh my god, it's crazy. I just don't understand why they did that. There was no reason for them to do that. So, I had no idea there was such a rivalry between Querétaro and Atlas. I didn't think that was a big deal. I didn't think Atlas even had a rival other than Chivas, and even Chivas isn't really their rival. They don't have anybody.
yeah.
You know?
I don't get it. Where did you get your kurta from, and why do you think why do people think it's from? My kurta is actually I bought it at the thrift store, which is where I find most of my stuff. I love it's an amazing dress. It just looks awesome, and when I was doing the Erasmo thing there in at the mall with the uh, Chick-fil-A, a friend of mine says Wendy says, "Okay, let's take a picture." She takes a picture of me, and I said, "Okay." And then she comes up to me later on. She goes, "That's what the reason I wanted to take the picture was because some people were behind me, and they were saying, 'Oh, look, what an idiot! It's not even we're not in China,' because they were trying to say that my kurta was Chinese for some reason." And again, I have Chinese wear. I have Chinese dress. A kurta comes from the Middle East, folks. It's a little bit separated from China, but my point in regards to it is that's how poor we are in culture here locally, and that's the only reason. One of the only reasons, and plus that they're so comfortable, and I love them. But it's one of the only reasons I opt to wear them here in the city of Brownsville because I know I'm going to get the stares and the people out there going like, "What in the world?" People, we've got to stop having that rancho mentality.
Mhm.
It's a bigger world out there. There's culture. There's culture in dress. There's culture in food. One of the things that I've been wanting to wear and I just haven't had the chance. I have a shirt from well, it's in that Ukraine area. It's a beautiful, beautiful Ukrainian shirt, and I want to wear that so bad in support of the Ukraine. Just haven't had the opportunity to. But it's going to find some time and wear it. People need to get out of this little Brownsville bubble, and this is part of the reason why a lot of the politicos they have us in the position that they have us because we know nothing of the bigger world out there. So it
Mhm.
wasn't a Chinese dress; it was actually an Indian dress.
Wait, but India is not in the Middle East.
It's India, Middle East, Arab. I mean, they use the same type of tunic.
Okay.
Hey Jude, don't make people are calling me in the middle of a show. They should know better.
It wasn't me.
Hello, Erasmo, a nightbot, a nightbot. There is Irasema. I've heard Irasema.
Irasema?
Yeah,
What?
there's. Oh, and the house nightbot likes you.
I
Be
don't
sure
really
to read
care.
instructions. Instructions.
I don't. Maybe the lube.
Oh, there you
Maybe I don't know.
Erasmo Barbie. Ah, that was an awesome picture. It was. We had my sister's birthday celebration at church on Sunday, and it was kind of funny. She brought in these wooden boxes, one for Barbie, one for Ken. It was a Barbie themed birthday party. I thought it was kind of fun. Erasmo Barbie, free condoms, yeah. Valley AIDS clinic, council or clinic, council. My entire family received our free COVID test kits within less than 2 weeks. It's crazy. I have not received mine unless Mama and Papa picked them up and probably thought they were condoms. Pregnancy test, like, ¿por qué nos mandaron exámenes de pregnancy? Ya estamos viejitos. Sounds too good to be true. They might have poked holes in them. Ah, maybe.
Well, that's not very safe.
Lube helps to prevent a breakage. Oh, there you go, Roman.
Like what kind of a breakage? Like a
The the
herpes breakage? Breakout? Sorry.
breakage, Roman.
Oh, I guess.
Roman's never used a condom in his life.
I don't need to. I'm Catholic. So Catholic.
Not a
Have
good.
you ever heard every sperm is sacred? You know? Ever heard that song?
No. Is
Really?
it?
You've never seen Monty Python?
Is it
Life
one?
of Brian?
Is that
You've
one of the Catholic hymns?
never heard the song? You go YouTube it.
Sperm is sacred.
No.
Is that a Catholic hymn?
No. Go look it up on YouTube. It's a Monty Python. You'll like it.
Stop Sunday driving. That is actually a halfway decent idea. One of the things that I'm hoping to start to promote here in the city of Brownsville is more people get scooters and more people get mopeds. You know,
And everybody get more bikes since we have so many bike lanes.
yeah, get more bikes. No, but can you imagine if Brownsville would be transformed into a tuk moped scooter a city? That would be amazing. It'd be less vehicles.
We don't have the we're too big. You know, we're one is too dang hot to be able to do that. You do it. I don't know why you do it, but could you imagine the traffic jam caused by those suckers?
I don't think so. What I use the frontage road. I mean, I come on my little scooter. It goes up to 35 miles an hour, so it doesn't qualify as a motorcycle. Thank goodness. I still have insurance on it just in case because I definitely don't want to get caught on anything without insurance.
Hmm.
But if you come down the frontage road, it's a good little drive, man. I make 15 minutes from my house all day in Alton Glore all the way to my office. So it's not that bad. You can get around in a scooter, Roman.
Ah, it's okay. Somebody like me couldn't do a
I
scooter.
want to see Roman in a scooter.
No. Well, no, I mean, you know that I have feet issues and things like that. There's no way I'm going to be staying on a scooter while I was driving. I don't have the balance ability to do it.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
I have muscular dystrophy.
you could do one of those viejito scooters.
Oh yeah, I used to have one of those little wheelchair back in the day, like 20 years ago.
I actually
Real.
just bought one for Papa.
Really?
I bought one for Papa for his birthday. His birthday's coming up, so I ordered one on Amazon. It's one of these little riding ones. Where
Ooh.
because he likes to go to the pulga sometimes, and I'm afraid that now with his
Okay.
at that age is that he'll have like vertigo and Mariao, and he's fallen and hitting his head, and I don't want him to hurt himself. So I got him one of those for his birthday. I was
Have
gonna
you fixed his tub in the shower so that he doesn't have to like?
He fixed that already.
Okay.
And he fixed mine. I don't know why the hell he fixed mine, but I mean,
Oh, that's right. That's right. Porque estás viejo.
but maybe he had, like a preventative care. But I was actually going to get him a more expensive one, but Papa is kind of those that go like, eh, So I said, screw that. I'm going to get him the least expensive one. Okay, he's still going to go, but he wants one, so I know he's going to go, Mm.
Mm.
Exxon $4. Yeah, but it's less than filling at 405 a gallon. Yeah, it's not a good thing. We technically have some, but the domestic ones aren't allowed.
Somewhat.
Domestic ones over $5 per gallon. Oh, that's what your take is. It is a push for electrical cars. Maybe.
It's still gonna cost you something because your electricity bill is gonna go up. I mean, it's not like PUB is gonna come any lower because you're using a electric car.
Well, my issue is, Roman. I mean, the only people here in the city of Brownsville that can afford electrical cars are the politicos mostly, and the
Mm.
ticket holders. So it kind of sucks for everybody else. I've already gotten 3 phone calls.
3? Maybe they need you to get married then.
No, yeah, I know, but I want to finish the show.
Mm.
Will you buy a Tesla now? Yeah, no, I cannot afford to buy a Tesla. Roman can.
No, I don't want a Tesla.
People blame Biden for gas increase, but it's not his fault. Corporate leaders who are making a killing. Uh, no, it is Biden's fault. And part of this is what I never understand why a lot of people don't realize that the guy's the president. The guy's got to accept responsibility for some things. You just can't give him a pass on everything. Something. And again, open up the pipeline. Get people these good paying jobs. Start fracking all over the place. Who cares? Let's start using our oil. Let's start using our gas. Let's start making Texas Texas again. Ask Elon for a Tesla.
I don't think Elon likes him very much.
I don't have that type of relationship with him. Tenasca for or Tesla electric mega packs. Oh, Tesla electric mega packs. There is no such thing as Tenasca. The ends.
Well, locally, I don't think, right? I mean,
Tenasca,
there is a Tanasca somewhere in the world,
but not here.
not here.
Let the oil and LNG pipelines at the port flow. Something. Good morning. Good morning. Greatest country by far. It's all political. It is all political. It sucks because politics gets in the way of science. I would agree. 100% Sam.
Wow, Sam's really smart.
I like Sam.
Like,
Tesla and Texas oil boom. Boom. Buenos dias. Buenos dias. My man. When truckers begin moving supplies at our ports and to meet demands, will inflation start to drop? No.
not right now, anytime soon.
I don't think so.
No, it's not just that. It's just that we have a glut of money that went pumped into this to make sure that you don't have to go to work.
I feel like listening to wannabe Tucker Carlson and Sean Hannity just reporting what I hear on Fox News. I don't like either, and I've been very, very adamant. I just cannot stand Tucker Carlson. I think the guy's a fake. I hate his laughing. His laugh really it's like nails on a chalkboard.
I think it's he's purposely doing that as to be funny.
Yeah, I don't like it. I
It's okay.
do not like it.
But I mean, I didn't realize that I was just repeating stuff that factual. But
Yeah, I will not watch that. Will not watch Tucker Carlson. I will not watch that. The only show I watch on Fox News, the only show I watch is Gutfeld, and I haven't been able to watch that because of the Russia-Ukrainian war. It's the only show I'll watch, Mister Nobody. And again, I don't. Again, y'all seem to think that. Well, me personally, I don't know what Roman says. You seem to think that Erasmo's batting for the Republican Party. Again, the right wing and the left wing are still part of the same bird. The difference is that I realize that a lot of people like Mr. Nobody and others, are going to ride or die with the Democrat Party. They're both the same, bro. They both suck.
I didn't realize that Tucker and Sean talked about BISD. Do they talk about BISD?
Not much.
I guess.
The FIFA, well, they did mention about the masks mandate, I think.
Oh, okay.
The FIFA
Well,
stated
darn.
to do away Querétaro or Mexico will not participate in the World Cup.
I think they should. I don't think Querétaro should ever play another game of football again at all. I mean, that's just ridiculous. If you can't control your own fans to do that crap, and they should not be playing.
one of the things that I saw, Roman, was that a lot of the police were not getting involved. We're not, we're not going to stop it. Do you see
Like
that?
I, yeah. Well, I mean, Mexico may not even qualify. It's possible they can come in fourth place anyway and be the alternate and have to play a playoff game in what, May? I think it would be their game, their playoff to get into the World Cup. So
Onta el gato. It's only at my house. I will not have my cats at my office.
Lolita's right. You can't always tune out, Mister Nobody.
Yeah, that's cool.
He can't look away from you, Erasmo.
I like Mr. Nobody, and again, and I hope that he's been here long enough that we don't always have to agree on everything. But again, I'm not going do my best not to insult anyone out there. Do my best. It's actually one of my resolutions for next year.
Oh, you mean next year? Not this year. Next year. Okay, that's great.
Woo! But let me say, Jorge, I've been thinking, of getting an office cat. I think it'd be interesting. It'd have to be one of these hairless or short-haired cats because I can't do hair at home and then hair at the office. I'd go crazy. I mean, I have a mountain of hair, cat hair, at my house because my hairs are long-haired cats.
Mhm.
It's incredible. Everything of mine has hair. I sleep in hair. I don't care. I love them. So here at the office, I couldn't deal with it. So I'm going to have to find me a short hair cat. But I might do that. The gas prices will hit $4 to $5 before the year's over. Mentioning it now so that nobody has a panic attack or are shocked about it. But we don't have mean tweets. I want those damn mean tweets
I do
stopped.
miss them. It's all the fault of soccer moms or
What do you
suburban moms.
backed by a mafia boss, Kolomoisky? Kolomoisky. Let me tell you guys. I think that Zelensky is at that point that he wants support from anyone out there. So, I mean, put yourselves in this guy's shoes, man. You have one of the most powerful nations in the world, out to kill you and your family. As you've got United States that's really, really not helping as much as they should be helping. As you've got the NATO UN. NATO people out there, being very, very skimmish in regards to, having to go against Russia. Este, but again, you'd get help from anyone that would offer any type of help out there.
Mhm.
So I'm not going to blame the guy, man. Let me tell you, you make the deal with the devil if it's going to save your soul. But my concern is this should never have happened. And as much as people may want to say, "Oh, God, this would never have happened if we would have had the previous administration," never have happened. And I think that more and more people are starting to realize that this would never have happened
No,
with
they won't admit it. They would admit it. I mean, even Joe Scarborough on MSNBC was saying last week that Ted Cruz was right. That maybe we should have not allowed them to do the Nordstrom 2, and they would have avoided all this stuff. And I'm just like, boy, Joe Scarborough believed that Ted Cruz was right. That's the world is gonna freeze. The hell's gonna freeze over now.
and Scarborough's an idiot. But more of it is that lady that comes out with him. What's her name?
His wife or fiance, what is it?
Tamika,
Mika Brzezinski.
whatever. Is- uh, Azov Brigade in the Ukraine. That's all the state promoting a KKK brigade in our military. Oh, it's like again, guys. Let me tell you, desperate times come for desperate measures, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend, and they're fighting a war. I'm not going to judge any decisions that they make out there. Personally, I mean, you do what you have to do to stay alive. You should look into the Super 73 electric bikes. I don't think I want to do that. And I tried an electrical bike in Barcelona. It's not my thing. I actually took a picture of it and said, "I'm here making Rose Gowan proud."
Is that the one you fell off into the street in Madrid?
No, I actually fell off a scooter. One of my scooter. Fracking is not good for the environment. Let me tell you, neither are humans.
Sorry, I'm sneezy.
The spice must flow.
I
Dune.
believe that's from Dune.
Good morning. Good. My first thing hanging in there and very busy, but had it to say good morning. Good. I know it's time for you, my man. God bless you. Love you. Does anyone know why PUB customer service line is down? I have been calling since yesterday. PUB sucks.
I think it's because they're closed on Sunday. Maybe.
Oh, but they have an emergency line.
Well, yeah, but that they don't do customer service. They just do dispatch or something.
I think they have an emergency line. I know that I've called them a couple of times when Mama forgets to pay the electric bill.
But no, really on Saturday, really? Oh, wow. Or the weekend.
The world or Earth, whatever they want to call it, has been longer than any of us on it, and we will not be here too long because tomorrow is not promised to any of us. Amen, sister.
Oh, man, something going on. Maybe you should take that. Maybe it's an emergency.
No,
It's okay.
it's like the left nut and the right nut. Who's the P in the middle?
Mm.
Yeah, I thought Querétaro has a bad team. I
They
think
do. They suck.
insignificant team.
Very insignificant. Yeah.
You should para las ratas. Give your cats a haircut. A cat, no, I can't do the haircut with the cats. It grows back like my beard. Everything Russia is on Biden, all a setup. Amen. Lolita, David, why don't you go back to Canada where you came from?
I don't know. Maybe he should go back to Chicago since apparently he's a big fan of the Blues Brother or something.
That's actually
With that look, I mean,
fix America first. We have no business in Ukraine. Um, I think my point is we never should have even been in this mess in regards to where we have to decide.
I mean, I understand the whole idea of America first, but when you have a nuclear power going after Ukraine for the second time in the last 6 years, I think you have to do something. Considering that if they do take over the Ukraine, they'll be right next to NATO nations, and that would be problematic. I don't think you can continue this appeasement thing. It didn't work in the 30s, and I'm not going to say that Putin is like Hitler. I mean, he could very well be just like Stalin, who killed millions more people than Hitler ever did. They both suck. One's a commie, the other one's a Nazi. They both suck.
We all suck.
Yeah.
Uh, or an amp and back in dark ages we go. Yeah, we need to start making our own electric bikes. I don't like electric bikes. Thoughts on the Batman? Amazing. Amazing.
I've heard people say it's like really slow and it's not as good as The Dark Knight.
It's amazing. I loved it. I'd watch it again. I am from Brownsville, Mr. Nobody. Batman is better than the Christian Bale Batmans. Yes.
No, I mean I have not seen it, but some people that I do trust have said that the character arc of for example the Riddler is great in the beginning, but it doesn't go anywhere. Unlike Heath Ledger Joker that had the climax at the when it's supposed to. So it was a kind of building effect. You don't have that with this movie. I don't know.
Amazing. Yes,
But the Penguin steals the show every scene that he's in.
Penguin wasn't that good.
What? Like seriously, it's like complete opposite of what I'm hearing.
I think. Well, I really think that they underused Penguin. They could have overused him a little bit more in the movie. But I like the demeanor of Batman. I like the look. I mean, it looked amazing. The it just looked like a darker movie.
Mm.
Kind of appreciate it. Hey, watch out on Chicago, Rome, in my town.
I know it's your town. That's why I mentioned it. But hey, I mean, Laura Lightfoot's over there saying that she has the biggest D in all of Chicago. That's kind of why I was mentioning it, because you mentioned that comment about the P.
It's a rabbit hole with Zelensky and Kolomoisky. From his acting career, introduction to politics, and his current status as the president of Ukraine, you should see his entourage. Puro mafioso. God help that country, man. Elon Musk wants us and the world to pump more oil. Pump it, baby. Good morning, Mr. Cheese. It's cold over here in Lockhart, Texas. 46 degrees. Damn.
The frío.
Not bad.
Is it raining?
Huh?
Is it raining where it's 46? Because it's colder when it rains. If it wasn't raining, it's not a big deal. but it's
Uh,
not raining.
it's revealing why Russia would consider an intervention in Ukraine as an act of war. We're at DEFCON 3 since March 1st. Yeah, not a good situation for the world. Let me say, guys, I do have a busy day today. I had to cancel a couple of appointments actually because of my busy day. I do have a luncheon with Commissioner de los Santos today, and
What?
yeah,
You're
very
gonna
very
break bread with him?
yes.
Oh
We're gonna
wow.
have a conversation, and I'm very, very proud of that. As that I greatly appreciate his time. I know he is very, very busy, and I'm glad that we're going to have a sit down. And there's a lot of questions that I have, and I think that there's a lot of information that he wants to share, which is going to be great. And again, one of the things that I've always stated is I think some people were surprised that I mentioned in some messages I got today. I said, well, I'm going to meet up with Commissioner Los Santos today because they were inviting me to lunch. They said, "What?" I don't know why it surprises people. Guys, we're going to have a conversation, and it's all we're asking for from a lot of our elected officials, to be transparent and to be accessible. And I appreciate Mr. Los Santos being accessible. So we will have a sit down conversation today, and we'll ask a lot of the questions that a lot of the folks here in the city of Brownsville have. And I'm very, very proud that he reached out.
Mm, that's good. Congratulations.
No, it's not. Oh, not raining. Elon Musk needs the LNG pipeline in Port of Brownsville to flow with methane for his rockets to install more Starlink satellites. Do y'all support this? Uh, yeah, I support anything that brings s- greatly needed jobs to our area. I I want LNG to succeed. I want SpaceX to succeed. I want more Starlink satellites. And but with that said, I want more benefits for our people here locally, besides the good paying jobs. Rogan? No?
No, I know you need to go, so I'll shut up.
Good morning. Good morning. Guys, have a great, great day. Roman, anything other?
Oh, good. We'll see. We'll talk tonight. Bye, and you can give us a full report on your lunch. Make
Yeah,
sure you take a picture of the food.
I'll try. Guys, have a great, great day. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer. If you still believe in all that crap, I'm done. Guys, just have a great, great day. Stay safe. Be careful out there driving. Still wet and slippery. Not because of the little package that I got from
The lube.
so, Brownsville now has Starlink internet. No, not yet.
Does it even? I'm not
Cameron,
gonna say anything. I'm not going to. Let's get down that rabbit hole yet.
yeah, Cameron County does, and they still haven't uh, stated how it's going to benefit our people. Just because we do have some substations in regards to Starlink internet, I advise everyone, let's wait and see. Because I don't want what happens with everything else that we're promised here in the city of Brownsville. All of a sudden, people go like, ah, and then all of a sudden go like, oh, the buildup is amazing. What we get from it is what I'm concerned with. Guys, have a great day. We'll see you tonight at 9 p.m. Be good to each other. Please continue to be good to me. God bless.